Hi friends, welcome to our reading this week. My name is Victoria. I hope you've had an amazing holiday or Merry Christmas or whichever holiday that your heart desired to celebrate. I hope you had a fantastic um, week. And we are moving forward from the moon being in Cancer, the full moon last night, beautiful and bright, nurturing, creative. When the moon is in Cancer, she is in her home sign. So she is extra powerful in bringing those desired creations to a climax and a pinnacle point. And you may feel more vulnerable and sensitive during this time period. You may have noticed things coming up for purification, wounds coming up for healing. Pay special attention to that, what's coming up for that that healing space, and perhaps even communication of emotions, or perhaps you're just creating and releasing in a beautiful ways, and perhaps you're just having a good cry. Maybe it's not super beautiful, but you're releasing and you're letting things go. And one of the things that came up in one of my other readings was like being our healer, like being the wounded healer, and allowing the things that brought sadness perhaps this year and grief, allowing them to be pass away and those spaces to be healed. And maybe it's not even this year, maybe it's like any time in this lifetime or previous lifetimes, but really calling on that space within you where that great mother can nurture and heal those spaces. And Chiron's really coming up. I'm hearing Chiron, Chiron, Chiron. Chiron just went direct. And so now it's time for us to move forward after we've released and healed those spaces in new ways that support us, that empower us, that we have faith and trust and belief and knowingness in, rather than doubt, fear, self-questioning, self-criticism. So remembering to cultivate and support that with each decision that we're making as we're moving forward. So we will have the moon Cancer for this next good 24 hours, probably 36 hours. And then the moon will move into Leo. So we're still riding those waves, the Cancerian, creative, life-giving, life-nurturing, life-producing vibrations. And take advantage of that. Allow and accept that healing light of Luna. If you have a chance, go out in the moonlight tonight and really just absorb and exchange with Luna. And remember, it's the sun in Capricorn shining on the moon. So the light of the sun of Capricorn gives structure, it gives clarity, it gives that what's the next logical step to take forward the most efficient way. How can we hold space for this container? Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. And how can we hold space for that beautiful watery energy of Luna to create or come to that climax of creation before she releases into the waning moon? And the waning moon will start, it already has started technically. But it will continue on for the next 2 weeks. And we'll move into Leo, where our inner child will still want to come up and be nurtured by that mother creator essence of Cancer. And now the inner child wants to come out, and we're still nurturing, allowing that to grow and be healed. It's so interesting. All this is coming up. But I'm going to go back to the cards, but that was definitely a strong message that came through. So, and it plays right in with the cards. The first card is Ride the Wave. Ride the wave. Remember what it feels like when you were a child. It's like that inner child, the moon in Leo, even the moon in Cancer. What is the next exciting, fun, life-giving way to shine in life? What's the wave of life moving forward and carrying you on in positive, beneficial ways? What are you being empowered to do? How can you play like the dolphin and still get your work done. Have you ever watched the dolphins? Have you swum with the dolphins? When I lived in Hawaii, that's what I did. So we took people on the boats and I taught them how to swim with dolphins in a respectful, conscious way. And you really got to observe the activities of the dolphins and how they interacted with each other. And it was a really neat experience, and how they communicated with each other on so many different levels. With sonar, their sounds, their touch, the way they moved, the way they flowed, the games they played. So remember to find that inner dolphin within you, and that may sound so like childlike, but maybe that's what's needed right now. And then the second card is slow and steady. This reminds me of us finishing up in the Pluto in Capricorn over this next month. It will move into Aquarius, I believe, on the 21st of next month, 21st or 22nd, I forget which day, but we are finishing up projects. We're tying up loose ends that may seem kind of serious. May be legal issues, legal things that need to be done. I'm hearing like call on the power and the support of Saturn and Pluto and the strength to take you forward and to complete these things in the best logical, healthy way. And because you can do it, we can do it. There's things that need to be done and finished, and let's just do it in the best healthy way. That's what I'm hearing. And allow Pluto and Saturn to assist. Think of them as helpers, as supporters, not as like, what do they call those things that like prod you along and like rip you, those, that sounds so funny, but but they're supporting you and they're moving you forward and empowering you. Think of it that way. Okay. And then each little step makes a difference. And then allow the moonlight to carry you through. When this card comes up, we are being empowered by that inner light of the inner self. I'm going to read a little bit of this card to you. Your intuition allows you to see beyond the mundane, logical, and analytical. Follow it. Moonlight beckons. Come and trust your intuition to lead you into places that may not seem logical. Your hunches will be right on target. Resist second-guessing yourself, for your alternative perception is especially sharp right now. You can see beyond the surface of things and truly read between the lines. This is a good time to use oracle cards and other systems of divination to gain information. Remember that the language of intuition is a symbolic one. It comes subtly through a hunch, a tingling, a clear sound, or an animal or an object crossing your path. Spirit is sending you messages to help you now. Success is yours if you follow the signs. Success is yours if you follow the signs. It's interesting because in a previous meeting and reading today, we had the crow show up for me, and not just physically, but in the cards. And at the end of the reading, it's like it was on this side of me, and then in the beginning of the reading, and then it was on this side of me at the end of the reading. It came through sound. So it came through sight first, then it came through the cards through a completely other source than where I was at, and then it came through sound. So it's interesting to see how spirit manifests and the messages that are given to you. So keep a weather eye, my friends. And remember, call in your guardian angels, call in your ascended masters, guardians of light, ancestors of light, friends of light. They are with us. They are the non-physical aspect of us. We have that non-physical aspect as well, but we are manifest in the physical world, where they are still manifest in the non-physical side of things. But wherein stems the great spirit of life is in the non-physical, and then we manifest here in the physical world. So that's a very wordy way of saying it, but remember to call on your guardians of light and ask for insight in a clear, cognate way that you understand, in the language in which you understand clearly, and for you to take action on your highest, happiest, and best pathway to the best of your ability, if that is what you choose. So take whatever message here resonates with you and leave what doesn't. You will always find the right message for you in this world and in life. I'm sending you so many blessings and so much love moving forward into this week ahead and weekend ahead too, into the new year, the calendar new year, because there are different new years of the seasons of life, of cycles, which we've talked about before. I'm doing Zoom readings. I'm doing year ahead readings. I pick a card for each month and then I expand on that month. And then you also get that recording of it. So if you'd like to book one of those, go ahead and DM me and we will set those up. And if you do have a monthly reading for me, let's set that up ahead of time because it may not always fall on the first, especially when it's the holidays. So we may set it up before or after. And I am so looking forward to connecting with you and so excited for continuing into this solar energy of Capricorn with all of its support and structure and empowerment moving forward. Sending you so much love.